Hello and welcome to the video. We're here today on a random country lane about to start our challenge. We've got 10 hours to find 100 geocaches, and the first geocache is hopefully at the bottom of that telegraph pole. 100 to find, one every 6 minutes for the next 10 hours. Let's do it. And we've got the first geocache. As you can see, it's quite an old one. What we're going to do is give that log a sign and then go on to the next one. As I said, we've got 6 minutes between each of these geocaches today. We've got a lot to find. There we go, and that's cache number 3. Tiny little micro on one of these magnetic signs. Brilliant, brilliant cache. So we're just coming back from geocache number 7, relatively quick find, slightly exposed. The last two have been a bit exposed, so not too difficult to find, but yeah, we've got 3 to find in the next 25 minutes to be on track for our 10 every hour for the next 10 hours. Oh, let's hope we do it. There you go, so that's cache number 8, graveyard geocache. I do quite like the ones in churches, they can be a bit of fun sometimes. As long as they're not on the graves, of course. So we're just over an hour in and we've got geocache number 13. The views from up here are incredible. Sadly, this is our first did not find of the day. On the gate somewhere, but who knows? Cannot find the cache anywhere. We've been looking for 15-20 minutes now and we really need to move on. We've got a lot to find and we can't be spending that much time on a geocache. What a shame. This one is a brilliant little find. It's find number 16 and look at it. Looks like a bit of wood. And even when you turn it over, you still kind of think, really anything? Little bolt there and screw it. The log's inside. How clever is that? So we've just got to this one and it's had 3 did not finds in a row, hasn't been found for the last 6 months, and it was just sat underneath the step where it was meant to be. Sometimes, even if there's a load of did not finds, it's always worth having a look. So we're 3.5 hours into this now and we've just found 30 geocaches altogether. We had a bit of trouble with a few back there and it set us back slightly, but we're not doing too badly. So hopefully we should still be set to find 100 geocaches in 10 hours. We're coming up to this one now and we've got pretty much nothing to go off. Apparently it's under a rock, next to a post, next to a stile. Who knows, could be quite literally anywhere. This one is a really easy find, but it's quite a neat little container. There you go, look at that. Yellow chest, and open it up. Hopefully there'll be some goodies inside. And yeah, we've got the notebook and we've also got a dragon tooth. So we've just had to leave 4 geocaches behind that are in some woodland just back there because all the car park is so busy. You can see the cars in the background. You cannot park here at all. It's renowned for being extremely busy most of the time, but I thought we'd have been able to park somewhere. So anyway, we're going to move on and find the rest of them. Hopefully we'll be able to come back a bit later because we are coming back over this way. So hopefully we'll be able to come back and find them then. If you haven't been able to tell by this point, we've got a bet on as to who can find the most geocaches in the day. There's 100 to find. We need to find 51 at least to win. What's on the line? Dinner. We might have just found the best geocache of the entire day. So it's a micro, and the clue is T8H. So you're looking at the electricity box and you're thinking, right, that says T8H. So there obviously must be a micro, a magnetic somewhere on the box. Here's where the cache is. With the logbook on the back, magnetically attached. How awesome is that? Right, so we've got the post, the cap's come off the post, and all we've got in here is this plastic football, and I thought, well, that's just a bit of litter. There's a bit of a code in there, but maybe the geocache is somewhere else. Nope, because if you crack open that, logbook's inside. We've come into a bit more of a built-up area now, and it is so difficult to find these geocaches without being seen. Because that's the whole idea of geocaching, is you're not meant to let people who don't do geocaching see you do it, because obviously they might disturb the caches and they might not be there for next time. But it's so difficult because these roads are busy and there's a lot of people around. We're only 2 geocaches off being halfway through the challenge now, and it is 25 to 4, which means we're nearly an hour behind where we should be. We're going to do it. We are going to find these 100 geocaches. I'm not giving up on this. There we go. We've finally done it. We have found the 50th geocache of the day, which means we're halfway done, so we've only got 50 more to go. But look, here it is, side of a canal bridge, just in the undergrowth. Nice little geocache there. Okay, so the news is bleak from the BMW i3. We are 7 hours in, which means we should have found 70 geocaches altogether, and we found 52. So we're 18 geocaches behind, which, yeah, could be a problem, but we'll see. We've only got 3 hours to find 48 geocaches to be in that 10-hour limit, but I think this might go on a little bit longer than that. You got it.
Et voila!
Look at that!
Red herring geocache. That
awesome.
is insane.
We've just had quite a few quick caches in succession. We're now up to 58. We're still behind on where we need to be, but we are getting there. We're trying a new tactic. We're picking really close together, easy caches, rather than trying to dot about and find. Right, so we just went home for half an hour to have something to eat and have a shower and feel a bit fresher for the last 35 geocaches which we have to do. Now, 35 geocaches sounds like quite a lot, but there's a massive series just down there in the valley, and they're all relatively easy as well, so hopefully we can get this done before midnight tonight. It's currently 20 past 6. We're hoping to be done maybe for 8:30. But we'll see. So we're up to 72 finds now, which is great. We've only got 28 left to go. Problem is, there's a storm coming in from that direction. The question is, will it hit here in the next hour and a half? I think most certainly yes. It is now 7:45 at night and we've still got 24 geocaches to find. This is such a long day. We're just moving on to our next location. There's quite a few there, so hopefully, and with any luck, we might finish at some point this evening. We're starting to get a bit tired now. We've now found 87 geocaches and we've still got 13 more to go. And it's going dark. So that geocache was a did not find. We didn't find that one. So we've still got 13 to go. It is currently 9:15 at night. So we've been going at this for 12 hours now. So yeah, Grace is trying to get a bee out of the boot. It's been a long day. We came out today looking for 100 geocaches and we've looked for over 115, 120 geocaches at this point and we've only found 87 of them. A lot of them have either been missing for a couple of years or they should have been in an obvious place and they just haven't been there. And to get to that 100 figure, we've still got 13 left to find. And as you can see, the sun is setting, it's getting dark, and it's Monday morning tomorrow, and I've got a lot of work to do. So I don't intend to spend the rest of my evening driving around the backcountry lanes of Lancashire trying to find geocaches. So 87 is where I'm calling it. We have looked for well over 100 geocaches today. As you can see from the deranged look on my face, definitely over more than 100 geocaches. But we only found 87, and that's not too bad. The most I'd ever found before today was about 23 or so. We started off at 9:47 this morning, and it's now 9:25. So we've been doing this for 12 hours. That's long enough. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video today. I'd like to say I've enjoyed doing it. For half the day I did, for half the day I didn't. It's been frustrating, but it is quite nice to know that we found 87 geocaches. And if you look at the map around us now, it's all full of smiley faces. So it's all happy, and that's great. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you next time.